Hello everyone, Electrical Squid here. So I got a bit of a different video for you today. I'm going to be doing a tier list video. So I've been wanting to do these for quite a while. I really enjoy watching tier list videos and watching other people's opinions on certain things. And I've been wanting to do one of my own, so we're doing it. So I thought a good tier list to start with would be on the maps in Splatoon 2. So yeah, Splatoon 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, as you guys probably already figured out. So yeah, we're gonna rank them. So we got S, A, B, C, D. The higher the better, the lower the worst, I guess. So and in each tier, the farther left it is, the better it is, I guess. So like, yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm just gonna go in order of these pictures here. So Humpback Pump Track. I like this map a lot. It's a lot of fun to play on. A very curvy map, but it's nice and wide open in the middle. The trenches, if you guys know what I'm getting at, they're a little tight if you ever get down there, but you just gotta climb up the wall, or they're easy to get out of. So Humpback Pump Track is a fun map. I'm putting it in A tier. Now, New Albacore Hotel, I don't like quite as much. The bridges. You guys know the bridges that you have to walk across can be annoying, and if you're dealing with a team with a lot of long-range weapons, it can be really hard to walk across them, and your only option would be going on the right. But even then, it can be pretty hard to approach on that side. And the water can be annoying as well. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. I don't like it that much. All right, next up is Wahoo World. I've heard a few top-level competitive players really hate this map. I think this map is a lot of fun. S tier. I think the carousel feature is really cool, how it rotates. You got the moving platforms. Those can be a little bit annoying, but geez, this map I just think it's a lot of fun to play on. Don't like it as much for Rainmaker though, because you only have one option for a path. You take it through the left passageway, through their base. You can take it through the middle, but it's way more risky, and you got that uninkable surface too that you have to walk across. So yeah, but I really like this Wahoo World a lot. It's S tier. Alright, Camp Triggerfish. I don't like this map at all. It's my least favorite map in the game. I don't like the split apart platforms. They're laid out really weirdly in my opinion. Your only option for getting onto their side is to walk across the unequal bridges on the more northern side, or the one next to your base. It's just I just think this is a really annoying map. And for tower control and Rainmaker, you got that little platform that has the tower and Rainmaker on it, as well as Clam Blitz too. But yeah, this map I just don't like playing on at all. Inkblot Art Academy. I think this map's decent. I'll put it in B tier. It has a nice wide open middle, but the blocks on the side do make it feel a little bit tight. Of course, you got the platforms, or the plats, I guess you could call them, in front. So each team has easy high ground. Tower control is really easy to flank on because you got that little platform just in front of the enemy plat. Well, same goes for your plat as well. So yeah, you can hop up there and hopefully pick off some people. For zones, it's a bit of a pain. The zone is a bit of a pain to capture. You have to paint the floor, and also I think you also have to paint on top of the little towers in the middle. So that can be a little annoying, but yeah, I think Inkblot Art Academy is a decent map. Alright, Sturgeon Shipyard I would also put it in A tier. It's a little bit skinny, but not too skinny. What I like to do at the start of each map is I go through the spools area, and I drop into the little pit on the edge of the map, and then go up the little white square, and I sometimes like to pull off flanks, either going across the spinner or through the enemy's court area. That's something I like to do. I do think the zone is a little bit big, so it can be a little bit hard to capture if all 8 players are alive. I think the other modes are good. For Clam Blitz, I do think it's a little bit easy to score. You can just hop onto the enemy snipe and score from there pretty easily. I do think the basket is a little bit far from spawn, but it's not too bad. Starfish main stage. This was my favorite map for a while, but my opinion has kind of changed on it recently. I'm putting in A tier behind Humpback Pump Track. It's got a nice wide open mid area. You got two flanking areas on the left and the right. I prefer to go to the left one and climb up to the attic area. The street areas are a little bit tight, a little bit difficult to play on. But other than that, I do like Starfish main stage a lot. I used to be my favorite map, but not really anymore. The little street area kind of holds it back, but it's a good map. Anchovy Games, I think, is B tier. The fan feature on it is pretty cool. It does have a bit of a small zone, so it can be difficult to capture because of that, but also easy at the same time if your entire team is alive and the other team doesn't have that many players alive. Yeah, I do think Clam Blitz is a little bit difficult on this map. It's pretty deep into their base. It's kind of right next to their spawn, but I guess the quickest way to get up there is to take the fan and swim right in there. Yeah, and also, I think Tower and Rainmaker are fine. Yeah, it's really Clam Blitz that I have the main problem with. And playing zones, I don't have the most fun on either, just because the fans can make the map feel way more tight, at least in the middle area, so yeah. Alright, Moray Towers, I'm not a big fan of. I'm putting it at the top of D tier. I just don't like the layout all that much. It's not quite as bad as Camp Triggerfish, but yeah, whenever this map's in rotation, I just don't really play it. Sometimes I will, but I'd say my biggest problem with this mode is that the tower and the tower goal and the Clam Blitz basket are both really far from your spawn, from each spawn. So if your team gets fully wiped, and yeah, it can be pretty hard to catch up to the other team that's pushing. I just don't really like the layout all that much. I'd say this map's best mode is Rainmaker, because you can get some pretty easy points by climbing up the wall on the left and yeah, taking the zip lines and stuff. So yeah. Piranha Pits. I think Piranha Pit is a decent map. I think I'll put it behind Anchovy Games. I think the conveyor belts are a cool addition. They can be a little annoying, but I don't think they're that bad. Rainmaker kind of sucks on this map though, because it doesn't even feel like the same map. The Rainmaker stands on an uninkable 2x2 block thingy, so you have to climb the conveyor belts in order to pick it up, which is kind of stupid and just unnecessary work, I guess. When pushing, the enemy team will pretty much always have the high ground. So, and you have to take it up those two conveyor belts. You can take it up the one that's further in but goes upward, or yeah, Rainmaker can be pretty annoying on this map. But the rest of the modes I think are fine, especially zones. So it's an alright map. Mackerel. I'm a huge fan of this map. This is a pretty popular map, S tier. It has a nice layout. The stacks are fun to flank on. I really don't have any issues with this map. I just really like playing on it. Actually, I'd say the only problem I have with it is Clam Blitz. It can be a little bit difficult to stop the other team from pushing and throwing their clams in, mainly because like you got those two blocks behind the basket. So yeah. But Mackerel's a great map. Snapper Canal. This is another really fun map. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Very nice, wide open, big map. What I like to do on zones is I like to throw a curling bomb in it, so it kind of like ricochets off the middle wall and gets the other side, like the enemy side of the zone painted, and then you paint your side. It's a pretty easy take, I find. But I haven't played a lot of curling bomb weapons recently, so yeah, and all the other modes are pretty fun to play on as well. Actually, honestly, I think I'll put Snapper Canal in S tier. I really like Snapper Canal. It also has the flank where you climb up a little wall and walk across that uninkable surface, which is a little bit annoying, but it's pretty often that you can flank unnoticed and get some easy kills. So, Gobi Arena. I'm not a big fan of this map. I find it a little too small and tight. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Yeah, I'll put it ahead of New Albacore Hotel. It's got a pretty small zone. It's easy to get high ground. It's easy for the enemy team to get high ground advantage. It can be difficult to approach, I find. Keep in mind that my primary playstyle is frontline, so I like to go aggressive, get the kills. I like to play weapons that like splatter shot, tend to take splatter shot, splash-o-matic, sometimes dualies. And yeah, I much prefer the large open maps over the skinnier, tight, linear maps. So yeah. And Gobi Arena is just really small. I'm not a fan of it. The Reef. This is probably my favorite map. I know it's like the game's like most basic signature map, but I just find it a lot of fun. Nice wide open again. You got the bridge and underneath the bridge. I always find those kind of maps fun. Got the 2 split zones under the bridge. Again, I kind of feel like the basket is a little bit far away from the spawn in Clam Blitz. Other than that, I just love this map. It's so much fun. Kelp Dome. Yeah, this map is not great. I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's just, it's a weird layout. Particularly on modes like Tower, Rainmaker, and Clam Blitz, it's easy to get walled out in the main area you push because it's a really tight entrance. I don't know if this still exists. I don't know if this got patched yet, but I remember you could score clams from mid by just jumping off the little tower and then throwing them in. Yeah, so I'm sure that was annoying for the losing team to deal with. I'm not sure if they passed it yet. I don't know. I rarely play solo queue Clam Blitz just because of how bad it is. Rainmaker, if you get wiped, they can take it across the grates and get some super easy points, and it's hard to come back from. So yeah, Kelp Dome is not that good of a map. Next we got Skipper Pavilion. I'm putting it at the top of B tier. I do like this map. I do think the 3 split areas are fun. I do think it's a bit difficult to approach in like the central area, like the top central area, where the objective normally lays, except for Clam Blitz, of course. Clam Blitz, I do find it it is a bit difficult to enter into the enemy area and score through the basket. You either have to go up the long way or the short way, which can be pretty risky because that's pretty much right next to the enemy spawn, so it can get quite annoying. But yeah, I think Skipper Pavilion's a decent map. Manta Maria, I'm not a fan of Manta Maria. I think I'll put it top of C tier. Like for zones, I feel like if all players are alive, I feel like the only way you can capture the zone is to like use your specials and stuff and just like draw the enemies away from the zone. Tower and Rainmaker aren't too bad. You can flank by taking like the sneaky area and going into their bunker or their street. Clam Blitz can be a bit of a pain though as well. I just find it hard to approach on this map unless you go for a flank in their sneaky area, but it can also be pretty easy to get caught going that way. So Arowana Mall, I'm gonna put at the bottom of C tier. It's not D tier, but still, I'm not a big fan of it. It's really skinny and hard to approach. The enemies have easy high ground. Clam Blitz is really a pain because the basket, you have to go on the uninkable surface, or you can go through the middle of the enemy courts and climb up the ramp, or you go through the left the left lane, I guess you could call it, and it's easy to get walled out through that way. So Clam Blitz is hard. Zones can be difficult. Both Tower Control and Rainmaker can be a pain because you have an E-leader on either side of the map. They can easily snipe you from a good distance. Shellendorf Institute. This map's a lot of fun, I find. I'll put it in A tier. You got the roof and underneath it. I find those kind of maps a lot of fun. You got the left sides, which you can use to flank. Actually, no, you can really only use the left side to flank, which I kind of have a problem with. I wish there were more flanking options. Yeah, other than that, I just have a lot of fun with this map. Especially going on top can be fun to do, even though it's uninkable, so you can't swim or anything. Port Mackerel. This is probably my second least favorite map. It's just so tight that it's just not fun to play on any of the modes. And yeah, Clam Blitz especially sucks because it's so easy to get walled out and just, I don't like poor Mackerel at all. And that's all I have to say about it. Walleye Warehouse is probably my favorite skinny map. I think it's decent. Zone is a bit long, but I think that's okay. You got the left and right port areas. I'm not sure what the callouts are, but yeah, you can use those to flank. You can go up the left or the right lane. Yeah, a Walleye Warehouse is decent. Next up is Blackbelly Skate Park. Blackbelly Skate Park, it's alright, I'd say. Zones is a bit of a pain because you got the tower splitting the two of the zones, so that makes it kind of annoying to maintain control over both of those. Tower control, it goes through the half pipe. It's easy to get picked off there because of how skinny it is. I'd say Rainmaker is the best mode for this map. So you can go through mid, you can go through the half pipe if you really want to, or you can go up further right. And Clam Blitz, I think Clam Blitz is decent as well, but even like the ramps I find can sometimes mess up my movement, so that can get annoying. So yeah, Blackbelly is a C tier for me. And finally we have Muscle Forge Fitness. Yeah, my god, I cannot talk. Muscle Forge Fitness is A tier for me. I like this map. What I tend to like to do on pretty much any mode is I'll swim. I don't know why I didn't use this earlier, but there's a little like map planner on sendu.ink here. I don't know why I didn't use this earlier, but yeah, I like to go this way and then jump off and shoot at the enemies on the bridge here. Yeah, all the modes are pretty good on here, except for Clam Blitz. Scoring on this mode can be pretty hard. You have to walk on the uninkable bridge here, or you have to go all the way around and up there, or up here on another uninkable bridge. So yeah, really, Clam Blitz is my only problem with Muscle Forge, but other than that, I think Muscle Forge is a pretty good map. So yeah, that is my tier list for all the maps in Splatoon 2. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you did enjoy, be sure to smack the like button, and if you're considering unsubscribing to the channel, be sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. And if you want to support me even more, be sure to check the links in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.